Tayo po ay nagbabalik dito sa Usapang Bayan at pinag-uusapan pa rin po natin ang ekonomiya under the Duterte Administration. Sir, pinagtutuunan po ng pansin ng ating gobyerno ngayon ng ating MSMEs dahil po sila ay may pinakamalaking saklaw sa ating business sector. Sa paanong paraan po kaya natin mapalalakas ang ating MSMEs dahil ayon nga po sa gobyerno ay driver sila of growth?
Small and medium enterprises,
Yes.
ano?
Micro, small, and medium.
Micro. More of credit. If there is ready credit for them, we call it multiplier effect. Multiplier effect in the classical theory of Keynes will move the economy forward. Sabihin, if you can generate some money or cash outside of your flow of income, it will help the economy. Let's say the multiplier effect is 2. It will help the economy more than 200%. Sabihin, pagka meron kang additional generation ng credit, yung pambayad mo sa kanya, makakarating dun sa pambayad sa kanya, tapos ito naman pambayad doon. Hindi ito yung regular na income, ano? Kailangan manggaling to sa outside sources kapag may ready credit ang government at kung magbabago ng konti, hindi masyadong strict yung regulations natin sa paghiram ng pera, mapupush natin yung economy forward kasi sa volume ng dami ng negosyo. Marami kasi tayong negosyong maliliit, yung mga 100,000 and below. Kung may ready credit doon, maganda. I think yung conditional cash transfer, nagpapahiram yata ng around 10 to 20,000. Pwede na yon sa maliit na tindahan or sa tinderang.
Kahit sari-sari store.
Correct, na hindi naman kailangan ng ng mga papers para pirmahan pa, no? Kaya kung merong ganun ng government, kasi nagkaroon na ng improvement, aside from 500 per day, meron tayong 10 to 20,000 na binibigay sa
Pwedeng utangin.
maski na sino na under that program.
Wow.
Let's say yung parent ng bata tapos na siya, no? Tapos na siya doon sa 500 pesos. At related pa rin yung parent doon sa 4Ps, yung conditional cash transfer, then pwedeng manghiram yung parent noon ng 10 to 20,000 pangsimula ng negosyo.
What can you say about the Philippine unemployment and underemployment rate? Paano ba i-reverse natin yan para naman makahabol yung ating mga mamamayan na kulang sa trabaho o walang trabaho?
First, yung unemployment kasi maraming klase. Merong frictional unemployment, yung you are in between jobs. Let's say, nawalan ka ng trabaho ng January, pero may trabaho ka, let's say, ng March, unemployed ka ng February, frictional lang yon. Meron amang seasonal unemployment, yung, let's say, mga farmers, no? Ayaw naman nila ma-employ na dire-diretso. Pag post-harvest or pre-harvest, wala silang work. Ngayon, yung unemployment problem, medyo madali naman i-tackle yon. Basta't meron lang available jobs at laging may job fair, tapos merong demand for jobs. I think ang nagiging problema natin is underemployment. Kasi mahirap i-measure ang underemployment. Ang measurement kasi ng underemployment, theoretically, dalawa, no? May visible saka invisible. If you're working more than 40 hours a week, you want to work for more, that's invisible underemployment. Invisible, less than 40 hours a week. Ngayon, usually, ang reason for that is you want to work for more, is there is a mismatch between what you have and what you're doing. Ngayon, in trying to solve that, there should be information from the industry, and that information should go to the schools, and the schools should offer courses related to industry needs.
Yes.
Hindi yung dahil gusto ng bata ganitong trabaho. Hindi masasaturate naman niya yung
Walang mag-i-employ sa kanila dahil kasi walang nangangailangan.
Yes, hindi naman dahil popular yung kanyang
Course.
tinapos.
Yes.
Okay na yon. Kung masaturate naman niya yung market doon, di ba? And more often, ang pinapasok kasi nila is yung mga mga BPOs kasi yun ang ready palagi, ano.
Yes.
Magaling ka magsalita, maski hindi ka naman graduate, pasok ka doon.
Gusto rin ng tao, naka-aircon siya, di ba? Nagagamit yung kanyang speaking skills. Di ba?
Yeah, correct. Pero pag sa long run, pag tinanong mo dun sa
Dead end.
empleyado, where are you in 10 years?
Wala.
Wala siyang pupuntahan. Siguro in 10 years, isipin niya sarili niya, oo nga pala, nandito pa rin ako. Nagkakaroon siya ng problem in the long run. Pero in the short run, it can really cure. Kaya ang tanong dito, do you want to solve the problem of unemployment or you want to solve the problem of underemployment? Kasi yung unemployment, nasusolve naman natin eh.
I have a question on the relationship between what many people say about our high minimum wage in comparison, let's say, to our unemployment and underemployment rate. No? Because if you think about it, even more progressive countries have lower minimum wage than us. No? So, how do you reconcile that? Or what is your view on that from an economic
Correct.
standpoint?
Okay. First, medyo halo, ano? If we let market forces do the work, there is no such thing as adjustment of wage. The government should not adjust the wage. Wage will find its way. Sabihin, pag konti lang ang workers, tataas ang wage.
Parang may equilibrium siya.
Okay. Ngayon, pag nakailam ang government, let's say nagkaroon siya ng across the board, tinaasan niya yung wage, more than the equilibrium wage, magkakaroon ka ng unemployment. Kasi meron kang mga workers na magkakaroon ng displacement. For example, no, ito nangyari ito sa government. Meron tayong contractual sa government. Let's say Department of Health. I was able to talk with people sa Department of Health. Ang sweldo ng nurse, for example, is 9,000, yung contractual. Ang tanong doon, gagawin mo ba silang permanente? Hindi. Kasi ang permanente is around 18,000. Kapag permanente, isa lang. Pag contractual, dalawa. Anong gagawin mo? Eh di lagi silang contractual. Pag ginawa mong 18,000 yan, bababa ang number of nurses sa Department of Health. Ano mangyayari doon sa iba? Unemployed sila. Kaya yung mangyayari. Kaya on the issue of endo, excuse me, on the issue of endo, I don't think it will happen. Kasi ang pagka nangyari yan, unang-unang tatamaan, contractuals ng government, napakarami po nun. I've already discussed it many times. Kapag walang pasok, ang unang tinatamaan, contractuals. Kasi no work, no pay sila.
Ano sila? Daily wage earner sila eh.
Oh, isipin mo itong upcoming wala silang pasok, ano? Wala silang work.
Yes.
Wala silang sweldo.
Wala rin
Lalong walang sweldo.
Sir, gaano po ba kahalaga na magkaroon ng financial literacy ang mga Pilipino? Pati po yung knowledge on stock market, tsaka po investment platforms.
You know, our economy is very young in terms of investment. Ang wish ko lang, ang regular employee mag-invest at least 100,000 per year. Kaso, they are not literate na yung 100,000 nila may pupuntahan, ano?
At saka napakababa ng interest rate sa bangko.
Saka, sir, mas uunahin nilang bumili ng kotse.
Exactly.
Diba? Kasi, ang financial literacy natin is like this. Kapag nakabili na ako ng kotse, pag nakabili ako ng lahat ng gusto kong bilhin, saka pala ako mag-i-invest.
Yes, exactly.
Mali yun.
Luho muna.
Kasi pag inuna mo yun, tapos ng retirement mo, hindi mo pa nabili lahat ng gusto mo. Ngayon, if you plan to move forward, at least meron kang investment, hindi yung last few years, ano?
Yes.
Kailangan at the age of, very early, yung unang work mo, itabi mo yung 13th month pay mo. Pasok ka sa blue chip account ng isang bangko. Tapos you let it grow. Kalimutan mo yung pera mo. Kunyari, 20,000. Kalimutan mo for 40 years and then balikan mo yung bangko. Tignan mo kung anong mangyayari doon. Dapat meron tayong talagang 13th month pay dapat itabi mo.
Nakalaan.
Correct.
Sa financial management naman, sir, kasi yun nga po, kahit po taasan po ng gobyerno natin yung minimum wage, kung tayo pong mga Pilipino mismo ay hindi marunong mag-manage ng ating expenses, ay hindi po talaga tayo makakapag-ipon at hindi rin natin masasave yun or mai-invest yun sa ibang bagay. Ano po ba yung, what's the smartest and the easiest way to save money?
You should be more productive. If you cannot get the income that you want, kulang yung income mo, double job. Kasi ang problema natin, very subjective yung yung managing our money and income. Minsan, you know how to manage, pero kulang talaga.
Yes.
Kailangan more productive ka. Mag-isip ka ng negosyo. Mag-isip ka ng
Sideline.
nakatambay.
Diba?
Oo, hindi pwedeng isa lang.
Marami dyan gumagawa ng mga tusino, nagbebenta ng mga kung ano-ano. Di ba?
Ako nga, aside from teaching, meron pa ako iba. I'm a writer.
Oh.
It's an investment. Kaya nga sabi ko, yung royalties ko will go to my children, my family. Iniisip ko yun in the future. Kaya isa pa, pag nagbago ang curriculum, hindi na mabibili yung book mo. So, I need to write another. Kaya pag idle ang time ko sa school, I write. Aside from that, may maliit ako negosyo. Kailangan Hindi pwedeng
Isa lang.
kontento ka na. Be more productive. Do not ask for more money. It will create inflation.
I see.
Kailangan more
Do not
productive
ask
ka.
for more money.
I'll give you an example, which is a very good example in my class. Pag may 50 pesos ang economy at merong isang pirasong isda, magkano isda? 50 pesos. Sabihin mo, dinagdagan mo pera ng another 50 pesos. Magkano yung isda? Isda pa rin magiging 100. Dagdagan mo nagdagdagan yung pera. Lalabas, kapag hindi dumadami yung isda mo, nagmamahal yung isda. So, anong problema? Yung productivity ng isda, dapat damihan mo rin yung isda. Dalawang isda, 50 pesos, parehong presyo niya. Pag dumami ang productivity na hindi mo ginagalaw yung volume of money in circulation, lalabas, mas maganda, kailangan productive ka. Kaya don't ask for more money. Limitado yung trabaho mo, tapos gusto mo mas malaking sweldo. Hindi. Ang gawin mo, mag-double job ka.
Well, I've always been wondering na ano pa ang pwedeng gawin ng ating administrasyon para ma-improve ang ating ekonomiya? Sa palagay niyo ho ba kung may mapagbigyan kayo ng pagkakataon na to make suggestions, what would be the top 3 suggestions that you can suggest to our government so that our economy will improve better for more financial inclusion?
Ako, yung unang-una ko, women empowerment. Yung wives na may idle time sa bahay. Bigyan mo ng puhunan. Yon, number 1 yun. Number 2, yung mismatch ng skills natin sa industry. If you can cure that, may trabaho yung mga wives sa bahay, idle time, and you can cure the mismatches.
Can you give me an example of what you think we're producing too much of one skill na hindi naman kailangan? What skill is that? I mean, what course would you say that is?
Alam mo, may mga countries na kailangan ng welders, specifically women welders.
Women? Why women?
Mas steady pulso nila.
Oh.
And we don't, I do not know if that information hasn't reached us. Pero maraming bansa ang gusto babae as skilled workers kasi mas disciplined sila, una. Number 2, yung pulso sa welding, mas maganda raw. Kaya ang TESDA, narinig ko, nag-offer ng courses for welding, women. Marami tayong na-export.
You mean to say that kasi yung pulso, kung steady siya, yung weld mo, mas diretso rin.
Mas pino. Mas pino. And,
Rich, may pag-asa ka pa.
Oh my gosh, welding.
at saka ang sweldo, mga nasa 120,000 pesos per month.
Oo.
And there are a lot of teachers na kailangan sa ibang bansa. Let's say, marami na displaced. May bansa ngayon na naghahanap ng teachers na minimum salary nila is around 50 to 80,000. Ano to unskilled yung teacher, yung bagong graduate pa lang naghahanap yung mga ibang
At saka
bansa.
hindi ito for the graduate school, kung hindi pang ano lang
Hindi,
to.
college, elementary. 50 tax-free.
Wow, tax-free.
Meron po tayong ganung.
So what's the third one that you can suggest?
Peace and order can be continued. And also, with that in mind, pwede i-minimize natin yung opportunity cost kasi yung mga decision ng government medyo hindi gumigitna masyadong dulot-dulo. It's either yes or no, walang alternative. Kailangan, as I've been telling my students, kung talagang walang work ang government, there should be a skeletal force. Yung gusto magtrabaho ng walang pasok, let them work.
Oh, yeah.
Tama.
Diba?
Tama.
Para productive pa rin sila.
Exactly.
Ang dami-dami pong mga graduates na contractuals, gustong-gusto mag-work ng holidays. Wala silang option. pwede magbigay naman tayo ng batas na if you want to work on a holiday and if you want to get a 200% increase for just 1 day or 3 days, you let them work.
Tama.
Pero yung employer siguro ang ayaw. Dahil kasi siyang magbabayad ng 200%.
Well, you need to sacrifice sometimes. Hindi naman lahat. At least win-win situation, no? Para ma-continue lang yung service. Maski ba sabihin mo na wala ka masyadong kita, you just want to help people.
Tama.
Well, ako, may employees ako. Minsan talagang walang patayang negosyo, di ba? Pero binabayaran ko pa rin sila. Sige, gusto nila magtrabaho. Sige, magkalikot ka dyan sa bahay. Tingnan mo kung anong pwede mong gawin.
Or sana, sir, may incentives po, no? Yung mga employers na may ganon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ano yung mga tax holidays sa
Yes.
mga ganong klaseng employers.
Sir, fearless forecast po. Ano po ang nakikita nyo magiging future ng ating economy under the Duterte Administration?
In terms of output sa growth, economic growth, lahat ng signals lumalabas, mas improved itong administration na to. Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga spikes in agriculture, in industry, transportation. I've seen the spikes, increase in spikes. Nagkakaroon ng spikes during this administration. Kung magkakaroon man ng lessening of something, hindi spike, moderate yung lessening kasi hindi naman sa lahat talaga mag-i-increase pag nakikita mong ano yon, if you forecast spikes, maganda ang kahinatnan nun. Tapos yung mga highest points lumalabas nasa second quarter. Kasi ang figures natin na second quarter pa lang medyo mataas ang 7.1. Siguro conservative mo doon 6.5. Pag kinumpare mo yun sa mga ibang administrations, spike na sa kanila yung 6.5. Pero nagsa 7.1 tayo. And this is a neutral thing. Yung nagsabing 7.1 increase, hindi sila related sa government. If you try to look at the internet, maraming disparities. Pero lumalabas ang average around 7 to 7.1. Ang fearless forecast ko, every December, fourth quarter, mag-i-increase. At saka lumalabas dito sa administration na to, yung second quarter, critical, tumataas. Basta wala lang tayong mga typhoons, mga baha, basta wala lang tayong ganon, mapapansin mo, wala tayong masyado nun, Kaya maganda yung output natin ng second quarter. Okay, hanggat wala pa tayo nun, medyo okay tayo.
Well, we're almost at the tail end of our program, but I wanted to ask you your personal assessment ng economic performance ng ating gobyerno. What grade would you give them?
1 to 10 ba o 1 to 5?
Oh, 1 to 10, sige, para mas mapino.
Okay. In principle, law of diminishing marginal returns, yung unang taon nila ang pinakamataas. And then it is slowly declining. Pero mataas pa rin kumpara sa mga iba. So siguro, if I can give them a 9 on the first year, I can give them around 8 on the second
Still pretty
year.
good.
Yes.
Pretty good. Kasi medyo nare-retain nila Yun nga ang nadidefine nila yung law of diminishing marginal returns. Kasi lahat at some point kailangan bigla kang babagsak Pero ito medyo na-maintain nila at saka bumabagsak man sila, as I've said earlier, slight lang, hindi nag-spike. Kaya medyo okay. Hindi ko alam kung ano talaga yung sikreto, pero yung long-term relationships natin sa ibang bansa, I think will take effect around 2 to 3 years. And by the time bumaba yung ating subjective, yung perception natin sa growth, babawi naman yung relationships natin itong relationships natin sa ibang bansa, babawi ito.
Well, thank you very much. We've reached the end of our program at yan po ang isang makabuluhang diskusyon kasama si UST Department of Economics Professor Dr. Carlos Manapat.
Maaari nyo po kami i-follow at i-like sa aming Facebook page, Usapang Bayan. Ako po si Rich Marquez.
At ako po si George Chua. Samahan niyo po kami muli sa mga susunod pa nating episodes dito sa Usapang Bayan.